things when I want to, but I do see random images that are sometimes given to me, and I saw light blue sky, trees, just looking up,
You
grass on
said
my toes.
I'm sorry, you said a blue sky and trees. Is that what you said?
Yes, where you can see the trees when you look up to the sky, and I feel
Uh-huh.
grass on my toes.
Ah, feel grass on your toes. Nice. That's perfect. Just let the images be there without needing them to make sense and stay with the feeling of the grass on your toes. And notice where your body is. Are you standing, sitting, lying down,
Standing
standing? Are you moving at all or are you mostly still?
still.
And as you're there, does this feel familiar in a personal way or no?
Yes,
Does it feel like you or maybe someone you're observing?
it feels like me.
Okay. And does it feel like this lifetime or another one?
Another.
Okay. Is the air warm, cool, neutral?
Feels neutral.
Okay. Is the ground even or uneven under your feet?
Even but cold.
Oh, okay. So in the forest, air is neutral, ground is even but cold. And do you notice, can you sense if you feel like you might be wearing any shoes or if your feet feel barefoot?
Barefoot.
Okay. Can you sense if you have any clothes on your body? Do you feel any sensations of clothing on your body?
Definitely not on my ankles or my calves, but something that's going to my knees.
Okay. Does it feel tight or does it feel more flowing?
More flowing, but like
Okay.
wool.
Okay. And what makes you think that it's wool? How does it feel to make you think that it's wool?
It was very thick. It was almost like the material of like a pea coat.
Okay. Got it. Does the clothing feel light on you or heavy on you?
Slightly heavy.
Okay. And what about the top half of your body? What does it feel like? Is it tighter? Is it heavy? Is it loose? What does it feel like on the top half of your body?
Tighter than the bottom, heavier on the shoulders, starts flowing around the waist area, but not the stomach area. That's still
Okay.
tight.
Okay. Got it.
I feel like the color gray is what I keep hearing,
You feel like the color gray?
is what I'm wearing.
Okay. Does it feel like you have anything on your head or no?
No,
Okay. Does it feel like you're carrying anything in your hands or carrying anything on your body anywhere?
no. It feels like I went outside to enjoy the weather.
Okay. And do you feel male or do you feel female or neither?
Female.
Do you feel young, old, kind of in the middle?
I do feel young,
Ah, okay.
but not a child.
But not a child. Okay. So maybe in your late teens or 20s?
I would say late teens, early 20s.
Okay. And does it feel like you have your hair up, your hair down? Does it feel long? Does it feel short?
It's down, but wavy and dark.
Okay. And how do you feel about your appearance? Do you feel like less than, prettier than, average? How do you feel about your appearance?
Pretty,
Okay. And do you feel healthy or unhealthy?
healthy.
Got it. What does it feel like you're doing outside? You just said you went outside to enjoy the weather. And are you enjoying the weather?
Yes.
How does it feel to be out there in the weather?
Feel the sun, feel quiet, peace, nobody around.
Nice. And what do you notice in your body or hearing as you stand out there in that peace and quiet and in the sun?
Finally away from everybody.
You said finally away from everybody.
Yes,
Does it feel like it was the opposite wherever you previously were?
yes. It felt like I was getting away from like a loud room.
Any idea why that room was so loud?
It feels
And
like I was hearing lots of pots and pans, people talking over each other, but happy, but just talking very loudly.
does it feel like that was a kitchen or no?
Yes,
And what were you doing in the kitchen? You know?
I feel like I was cutting onions or a vegetable.
In your house, someplace you work? What do you think?
Kind of hard to tell. I was making it for somebody, I feel like, not for myself because I wasn't hungry, but I can't quite tell.
And how did you feel as you were in that kitchen cutting up those vegetables? Does it feel like it's something you do often?
Yes,
Do you enjoy doing that or no?
yes,
Do you ever cut up vegetables for yourself?
no,
Do you do any other duties or chores in the kitchen, or is it always the same thing?
the same thing.
Okay. And how many others do you sense in the kitchen? Four or fewer?
3.
Okay. And what do you sense they do in the kitchen?
The guy doesn't do much, but he likes to hang out in there and talk. An older woman likes to cook with a, I see it like not, I feel like I know it's a pot. And I
Okay.
feel like the third person's sitting by a fire, like kneeled down,
Okay.
like poking.
Does the cooking happen over the fire or no?
No,
Does it feel like a modern day kitchen or an older kitchen?
an older kitchen.
Okay. And if you were to use adjectives to describe how you feel right now about this life, what are some adjectives you would use?
Content, happy, just saying the words that pop in. I feel free,
Okay.
not restricted, easygoing, family just popped in.
Okay. Do these people in the kitchen feel like family or no?
Yes and no. Don't feel like I'm related to all.
How do you feel about the woman with the pot?
Laughter and funny, that she's funny.
Do you like her and does she feel like family?
Yes, but not by blood.
What about the man who doesn't do much? How do you feel about him?
Like a close friend.
Does he feel trustworthy?
Yes, like a belly laugh kind of person.
Is he older, younger, or the same age as you? Does he feel like?
Older.
Does he feel like family?
No, just like a close friend.
Okay. And tell me what you sense about the woman at the fire.
Younger than me, something on her head. Innocent. I'm not sure if it's like a sister of mine. I'm not sure. It
Okay.
feels like a close relationship
And where do you spend the majority of your time?
with the trees.
With the trees?
Yes.
And what do you feel like you get by spending time with the trees?
Grounded?
Does anyone ever join you when you go to the trees?
No.
And no one minds you leaving?
No.
You're free to leave at any time?
Yes.
This place where this kitchen is, does this feel like your house?
Yeah.
Do you cook for others? Like as an employee, do you think, or are you all cooking for yourselves?
I always sense the 4 of us. I feel like it's just us.
Okay. Does it feel like there's someone in that home that would be considered to be the person in charge, quote unquote?
The man
Oh, okay.
with the belly laugh.
Does it feel like he does anything besides hang out in the kitchen? Like, does he have other duties or chores?
No.
And do you get a sense that this home is cozy and safe and comfortable? Or how do you feel about this home?
It feels safe. Feels like it's made out of rocks, stone. Not exactly stone, but rocks.
Okay.
Nicely put. Good sized kitchen. Not huge, but not small.
Does it feel like it's in a town or village or out in the country more?
Out in the country.
Do you get a sense that there are animals on your property or no?
No.
Okay. What about a garden? Do you sense a garden?
No.
Okay. Where do you think you get the food that you prepare?
I feel it's the lady who was with the pot
Like it's the lady with the pot?
that she gets it.
And where do you think she gets it?
I feel like I was never offered to go with her.
But she gets it off the property somewhere?
No. I feel like it's the town over.
Okay. So she gets it off of the property somewhere. She doesn't get it from the property, right?
Right.
Like she didn't grow it or anything, right?
No.
Okay. Anything else you're noticing about this life at this point in time that we haven't talked about?
It feels very happy and calm and no stress.
No one's putting any expectations on you?
No.
Well, let's do this. I want you to take me forward in time, and I want you to take me forward days, weeks, months, years, whatever you prefer. But take me forward in time to what feels like an important or just a memorable day in that life. So a day where something important or just memorable is taking place. And now that we're there, go ahead and tell me what you see, what you notice.
Being sad that I have to leave.
Tell me about that.
The man in the house set up a wedding, but I have to leave the house.
The man with the
And
belly
not being
laugh?
happy about, yes, and not being happy I have to move. I'm not happy I have to leave.
Okay, tell me more.
I feel like I miss the younger girl and that I feel like I'm never going to see her again. I'm not married yet, but I know is going to happen in a couple days.
Do you know the man you're going to marry?
No.
How do you feel about that?
Scared.
Do you know anything about him?
No. That he's just a little older. than me.
How do you feel towards that man with the belly laugh about him making you leave?
Upset, betrayed.
Why do you think he's doing this?
I feel like money's low.
And how are you leaving? Are you walking? Are you riding in something? How are you leaving?
In a cart, being pulled.
Is anyone else in the cart?
No.
Is there a driver or are you driving?
There's a driver on a horse.
What else do you notice, if anything, about this time?
Cold.
Does it feel like the journey is going to be long?
Kind of.
Is there a covering on the cart or no?
No.
And let's move forward in time a little bit and take me to the time and place where you arrive at your destination. Are you there? And can you tell me what's going on?
Yeah, it feels damp, cold, not very inviting, not much going on, but I feel sad.
Any idea why?
It's so different than home, where it's bright and airy and green trees and grass, and this feels like everything is dead, cold, and it feels very damp
It feels damp inside or outside?
outside.
Okay. Is anyone there to greet you?
A man, but not somebody I know. I don't feel like it's him.
It's not somebody you know, you said?
Yeah, it's not somebody I know.
Is it the man you're going to marry?
No.
And how do you feel meeting this man?
Timid.
Do you have many belongings with you?
No, just a bag or two.
Does he take you into a house?
Yeah, it feels dark and dreary, where everything's so dark in color, like old furniture, not inviting,
So how do you feel being in that home?
weird and sad.
Where do you feel that in your body?
My chest,
What does it feel like in your chest?
tightness, feels jittery, kind of heartbroken.
Did you say heartbroken?
Yeah,
If your body could have anything right now, what would it want?
to go home.
Are you able to go home or no?
No,
So what happens next?
it's dark. I don't know.
When you say it's dark, what do you mean? What is dark? The whole scene or what do you mean?
Feeling, everything, it just feels, I don't know. I
Are
feel
you
like
able-
I don't make it past the living room for some reason.
If you could know what happened and why you didn't make it past the living room, are you able to know?
I feel like the person who greeted just hit me. And I feel like everything just went dark.
Where does it feel like he hit you?
In the back of the head,
Did you sense prior to that he was a dangerous person or no?
I felt scared and very timid when looking at him.
But he's not the person you're supposed to marry?
I feel like I never met him, that I never ended up meeting the person I was going to marry.
And why do you think you never met him?
I feel like I died.
So you've taken your last breath and your soul has left your body now. Let's go to that. And I want you to hover, like almost like you're up at the ceiling, like feel yourself up at the ceiling and like you're kind of sensing or looking down at that whole scene. What do you feel or know or see or sense from that position being out of the body?
Laying on the floor. I just see myself lying. He walks away, but doesn't care.
How does that make you feel?
Kind of confused.
Being out of the body now, are you able to know a little more about what occurred? If this man maybe planned this or decided once he saw you, he didn't want you, or any idea?
I feel like the marriage was a lie to get me there.
Any idea why?
No.
Do you think it was his intention from the beginning to kill you?
Yeah.
Do you think your family ever finds out?
No.
And what happens to the body?
I feel like it's grass, dirt, just thrown somewhere I was.
Does he bury it or what happens to it?
Kind of. But then I feel like there was leaves that just fell at some point, slowly, just started getting covered by nature for the remaining part that wasn't buried.
Do you have any feelings about that one way or the other?
No.
Do you stay around there for a while or do you leave and go someplace else?
I feel like I was there for a while, just confused.
And what do you do while you're there?
I feel like I just stayed near my body that was by a tree for a while, just watching nature cover it, just forgotten about. Nobody seems to find it.
Nobody seems to find it?
Yeah,
Do you ever see the man again or no?
no. But I feel like I was not the first.
And why do you feel that way?
I feel like there was somebody before me this happened to.
And why do you think that?
It's just a feeling. I don't know.
Do you see her body anywhere or her anywhere?
No,
Does it feel like there are more afterwards or do you not know?
I don't know. It's not near the house.
The body is not near the house?
Correct. Yes.
Okay. And if you could say that you learned any lessons in that lifetime, what lessons do you think you may have learned?
Peace and freedom at the other house. Laughter, love, feeling like family, but not fully family. Happiness, freedom.
And if you could go back and do anything differently about that life, what would you have done? Anything? Or what would you do?
No,
Nothing.
nothing.
Do you eventually feel acceptance or peace about the fate of that woman or no?
Yes,
Does there come a time when you move on from being with the body?
yes.
Where do you go next and what do you do after you leave the body?
I feel like it's dark for a little bit, but peaceful. Like I'm resting. Like my soul is resting.
Where do you feel
Sleeping.
like you are at? On earth, not on earth?
Not on earth. Like it's recovering.
And what changes do you notice in yourself as you recover?
Very light. Like I don't have a body weighing me down.
Does it feel like you're in this recovery place, even though there might not be time, but let's just say for quite some time or no?
Yes.
And once you're done there, what happens next? And I want to look at anything and everything you do before maybe moving on to another life.
I feel like I look back at the life I just had, the happiness, the ending, but being okay with the ending. Like it was one of like an exit door, I want to say.
Does it feel like that exit door was known by your soul on some level?
Yes. Like it was meant to happen.
And you're okay with that?
Yeah.
What else do you think about that life looking back on it? Anything else?
No.
Do you feel completely healed from that life, or do you feel like you may be carrying anything left over, like any trauma or shock or beliefs as a result of anything from that life?
No.
Were you looking back at that life with someone or by yourself?
By myself.
What do you do next?
I feel like I'm ready to prepare for the next one. The one ended the way I planned it to end. I feel like that life ended the way I planned it to, and I feel content.
So, what do you do to prepare for the next life?
I feel like I have to talk over with people, but not real people.
Say it again.
That I have to talk about my next life with a group.
So, what happens when you talk about the next life with this group?
Some debating, figuring out what to do next, who I'm going to be with as on the ground,
I'm sorry, what about the ground?
and deciding who I'm going to be with on the ground.
Oh, okay. Are these others potential people you'll be with?
Not exactly.
Who do they feel like?
Somebody who's going to not watch over how I'm going to have the life,
So, some of
but
them
they
are
have a big
watching over.
say.
I'm so sorry. I didn't hear the last thing you said. You said, so somebody who's not going to watch over?
Beings are going to watch over, but they
Okay.
have a big say in what I'm going to be doing,
Ah,
just as much as I do.
would you call them guides or something else?
Guides, friends, familiar.
And would you say that you voluntarily want to do another life?
Yes.
And what do you gain from having another life? Why would you want to do it?
To experience things that only the body can experience, from emotions to connection of friends, family, to learn.
Did you say to learn?
Yes,
And how does all of this benefit you?
because I can't do that here.
Any idea why you can't?
I feel like I need a body to do it.
What kind of planning do you all do together? Tell me about that.
Decide if life is going to be hard or easy, or an easy childhood, or one with struggle.
Does everyone have equal
Just to
say?
see where it can go.
I'm sorry, just
Yes,
see where it can go.
yes, and everyone has equal say.
Does it feel like you have final say or no?
Yes,
Does it feel like you choose your death door or death doors or possible death doors, I should say?
I feel like that's a joint thing between all of us.
Can you get a sense for how many potential death doors you plan for that next life?
5.
What would determine, if you know, which death door you would take?
An accident, a car accident.
A car accident, is that one of the death doors?
Yes, that's one.
Okay.
I feel like I suggested it amongst the 5
Any idea why you suggested it?
because I haven't done it before.
What would make that appealing to you? Just experiencing it?
Yes, and it seems to be quick.
Any idea why you plan multiple death doors, though?
Depends on how life is going, if it's going as I planned or not.
And is it the soul that ultimately decides which death door to take,
Yes,
not the human part?
no.
Anything else you notice about this planning session or that you can remember? Anything that kind of, let me ask, anything that kind of stands out about this planning session?
It takes time. It's not happening quickly, because we all have to agree.
Would you say there's some negotiation that happens?
Yes, if it doesn't happen this lifetime, we can save it for another.
Do you know if you all agree on certain particular lessons you're hoping get learned that will be learned in that lifetime?
No, not everybody agrees.
I guess I meant, is that kind of the goal that you choose some different lessons and work towards those? Is that kind of the goal or no?
Yes,
And how do you feel about how this particular planning session went? What do you walk away feeling?
confident,
Confident, how so? And why do you feel confident?
because I was the one that got to decide if I wanted to do it or not at the end.
So you have final veto power, right?
Yes.
But everyone agreed on everything?
No, leaving some for next time.
I'm sorry?
Not everybody fully agrees, but leaving some lessons for next time.
Do you feel or get a sense that this next life is going to be easy or more challenging than the last one?
More challenging.
And you're okay with that?
Yes.
Do you know in advance what those challenges will be? Exactly or no?
Not fully, just a guideline.
Anything else you notice about that time? Or what do you do after that session is done?
I feel like I rest a little more.
So what does the place, I guess I'll call it a place. What does the place feel like where you're resting?
Very open, airy, no feelings of good or bad. It just feels, I guess, how things are supposed to feel.
Did you say it feels like how things are supposed to feel?
Yeah, doesn't feel bad, doesn't feel super good. It just feels neutral.
Got it. Does it feel like you're there for a while or not too long?
Kind of for a while, as if I'm getting ready.
And how do you know when it's time to go?
I feel a pull, like this is time.
Who or what do you think is pulling you?
Like the body.
The human body?
Yes,
Like it's drawing you like a magnet?
yes.
Is it drawing you like a magnet while it's in the mother's womb or afterwards?
At the very end of pregnancy, almost born.
Kind of like sending out a call. Okay, you better get down here now. We're about to be born.
Yes.
Do you know if you ever visited the body before it was born? Or is this your first meeting with the body?
First meeting.
Interesting. So, what does it feel like to enter into that body as it's being born?
Like a jolt. You're jolted in.
Does it feel like a familiar feeling, like, oh, I've done this before, or no?
Yes.
And what about after you come out? What kind of things are you noticing or feeling?
Cold.
What else?
Kind of loud. People talking, but cold.
And what kind of sensations do you start feeling?
Hunger. Feeling hungry. Want warmth.
Do you feel any comfort or love at any point?
No.
Do you feel any hands holding you at any point?
Yes, but not by the mother.
Do you remember feeling any comfort or holding by the mother at any point?
Not really.
Any idea why?
I feel like I wasn't supposed to be there, is what her thoughts are.
Do you feel like she doesn't want to hold you?
Correct, yes.
How does that make you feel?
Sad. Unwanted.
Did you know this before you got down to this life or no?
Yes,
But you still chose to come anyway?
yes.
So what happens to you? Do you go home with mom or not?
No.
Any idea what happens to you?
I feel like I stay here. Like it's a place where, I don't know if it's an orphanage. I feel like I was born in secret.
Do you get much attention or care or holding?
No,
Any idea what sex you are?
no.
Do you get fed or changed or get any needs met?
Yes, but not often.
Do you feel hungry frequently or no?
Yes,
Do you feel soiled or wet frequently?
and dirty.
So what's kind of going through your mind as you go through this experience? How do you feel as you go through this experience?
Abandoned, wanting a home, a family.
Do you feel like you're in that place and in those conditions for quite some time or no?
Yes.
Moving forward in time, does it feel like there's ever anyone that comes for you or gives you attention?
No.
What happens when you get older and start walking? What changes? Anything?
No. You just have to start doing things on your own. There's so
Are you,
many kids.
there's so many kids?
Yes.
Are you still hungry frequently?
Yes.
Do you feel healthy or unhealthy?
Kind of unhealthy.
Does it feel like you learned to talk?
Not very well.
Do you have any idea why you were born in secret and why mom didn't want you?
She was young, not married.
Does there ever come a time when you leave this place or no?
Yes.
What happens that causes you to leave this place?
I became too old and had to leave.
What was that like when you had to leave?
Scary. Not really knowing where to go.
Did you have any resources?
No.
So where did you go and what did you do?
I feel like I became the help for somebody.
In someone's home?
Yes.
How do you feel about that?
Not really happy. They're not really nice.
Are they abusive to you or no?
No.
And what do you do to help them?
Clean, cook, help them get ready
How did you learn how to do that?
from watching the other adults in the orphanage, cleaning, and then having to cook at a young age if I wanted to eat.
Are there other workers in the house?
No, not anymore.
Are you ever allowed outside the house?
No,
So you're not able to experience the trees in this life?
no.
What lessons do you think your soul is learning in that lifetime?
How to handle stress and disappointment, to see what it feels like.
I'm sorry?
To see what it feels like to
Ah.
feel stress, disappointment, needs not being met.
And why would a soul want to experience those things? Any idea?
It's part of the human experience.
Does anything change in that life or anything major or different happen at any point that you can
No,
think of?
I feel like I'm here with the lady of the house until she's very old and I'm a whole lot older. And it's just
Okay.
repetitive.
Any idea how you die in that life?
I feel like it was old age or a cold
Okay.
or both.
And once you leave that life, how do you and your team feel like you did in that life?
Kind of did a little better.
You could have done a little better?
Yeah.
In what way?
Handled better my stress, not
Ah,
finding things that make me happy, even in little moments.
did you find anything that made you happy?
No, I feel like I failed.
What do you think prevented you from finding anything that made you happy in that life?
Always being yelled at
And how do you think that prevented you from finding any happiness?
because I was always on high alert, never let my body settle to feel calm. I feel like my nervous system was always at its highest peak.
Are you glad to be out of that life?
Yes.
All right, now that you're back with your team, you guys were kind of analyzing this whole thing and talking about it. Is there anything else that comes up, or should we ask them to invite your higher self in and we can start talking to the higher self and the whole team about the questions that you have for your life as Amanda?
And nothing else comes up for that life.
So, the room that you're in now with your team, I guess if you could call it a room, or wherever this space is that you find yourself with your team, having kind of reviewed that life a little bit, what does it feel like for you as we invite your higher self in there? If it wasn't already there, invite your higher self in and have you feel like you're really connecting with the higher self to be able to see answers and feel answers and know answers while being fully connected to the higher self. Can you kind of describe that for me?
Unity.
Unity. Nice. And if we ask the higher self for permission to ask questions about Amanda and her life now, what does the higher self say?
Be happy. Use happiness.
Choose happiness.
Yes.
Let's ask the higher self, what is something that Amanda has done recently that you're very proud of?
The kids. The kids are all happy with mom.
What did you say about mom?
Being a good mom.
Oh, okay.
even when doubts happen.
Amanda wants to know if you could help her access the lifetime connected to her spiritual abilities. What can you tell her about that?
I feel like my ego is trying to get into the way.
Ah, you want to do some of those higher self breaths?
Yes,
Okay. So go ahead and do a few of those breaths where you're breathing in and feel yourself connecting again to that higher self in the room. You described it as feeling like unity. And she wants to know if you can help her access the lifetime connected to her spiritual abilities and what you might be able to tell her about that.
I feel like I can't get connected
Ah,
again. I'm trying to allow. My brain just keeps blocking.
and if you could know why the brain is blocking you, if you could know the answer to that, what would the answer be?
I feel protecting
Protecting from what? Ask the brain.
from information is what keeps popping up.
What does the brain think specifically it needs to protect you from?
Cancers?
And why are the answers something you need protecting from? Ask the brain.
I don't know.
So if you imagine the brain sitting across from you, having a conversation, ask the brain, why are the answers something I need protecting from? What does it say?
Reliving is what I hear in my head.
Ask the brain this. Can we ask for different answers then without the need to relive any of those lives? Would that be okay?
I'm thinking so.
Okay. So is the brain all right allowing if I don't ask for specific relived experiences from other lives and just for answers?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. Let's ask the higher self now that we have the brain's permission, as long as we stay within the guidelines. Let's ask the higher self, what spiritual abilities does Amanda have that are maybe left over from any other lives that she can use in her life today as Amanda for her best and highest good?
Intuition.
Anything else?
I use hair intuition, knowing, sensing, feeling energy
I'm
of
sorry.
others, and feeling energy from others. Like I've always had this.
And in what ways does her soul want her to use these abilities in this life?
To help those around, to teach, to guide.
How is she doing on helping those around her, teaching and guiding using her abilities to this point?
Good. Sharing information, trying to help others feel what's in them, center themselves, and just feel.
I'm sorry, you said trying to help others feel what?
To center themselves and just learn how to feel from within of what others have around them, their energy, share tips.
And she's doing good on those things?
Yeah,
Are there any lifetimes where she has maybe had an unfinished mission that she carried into this life? And if so, what would that mission be that she wants to accomplish in this life?
love, feeling love with family, but not so much happening in this life.
So, did you say, I'm sorry, love in the family?
Yeah, within family, extended family,
And you said she's doing good in that or not, or she needs to work on that?
needs to work on it.
What can she do to work on that? Like, can you tell me examples?
To be more open when somebody wants to do something instead of closing it out, deciding in that moment you need to give a yes or no. To think about it before answering instead of shutting the answers out, the people out.
What else could she do to show more love within the extended family?
Socialize more. But it's hard.
It's hard.
Not everybody is open. Yes.
Uh,
Not everybody is open. They're trying to experience the same thing, but it's hard when we're trying to learn together.
And have there been any other lives where she practiced magic, chanting, spell work, or divination that you might be able to tell her how it might relate to this life?
Magic, yes and no. Doesn't relate too much to this life.
Oh, okay. Has she experienced those things in other lives?
Yes,
Did she enjoy it?
yes,
Is there anything the brain will allow her to know about any lives where she did practice magic, chanting, spell work, or divination?
no,
The brain's not wanting to go there?
no.
Okay. I know this is similar to the other question, but a little bit different. Is there any unfinished business, not just a mission, but any unfinished business from any other lives that she wants to master or wrap up in this life?
Family.
What about
Wants
family?
to be the one that people come to when they need something. The house that everybody wants to go to.
And how's she doing on that?
Not good.
In addition to what you said above, what could she do to be better at this unfinished business?
Be more open. Reach out. Invite people over, even if the house gets a mess. You don't like the house a mess.
Say it again.
But even if the house is a mess, you do not like the house a mess. Loudness, sometimes is too much.
So invite people over even if the house is a mess?
Even if the house becomes a mess,
Oh, becomes a mess. Okay, got it. So let it get messy.
yes.
What else can she do? Anything else?
Show up more for the kids, like the nieces and nephews. They live far, so it's not as easy.
And how will she feel if she leaves this life and doesn't wrap up this unfinished business?
I just failed again.
Will she then want to carry it to another life?
Yes,
Has she experienced any mystical lives, like the ancient Celtics or magic or witch life themes? Being a witch?
yes.
Is there anything the brain will allow her to know about any of those lives?
Not too much. The life in Ireland and Wales, but not much information.
Okay. Not to put words in the brain's mouth, so to speak, but is the brain worried at all about her maybe getting distracted from this life if she learns too much about these other lives?
Yes,
How many lifetimes has she become or was spiritual, and what abilities did she have spiritually then that she maybe doesn't have now that she might be able to work on achieving in this lifetime?
4 and seeing.
Four and what?
4 lifetimes and the ability
Okay.
to
And
see
what
what's
do you
going to happen.
see what is going to happen? Do you mean like psychic abilities?
Yes,
Okay. And is she meant to develop that in this lifetime?
yes and no. It depends.
Can you tell me more?
It depends on if it's reached, but not essential for this life. It wasn't one of the plans.
It was or wasn't?
Was not.
Okay. She wants to know who is the man I see in dreams as my protector. She said, I saw him in a wake state while walking up the stairs as a child when I was holding a mirror, looking into it while walking. He appeared behind me. I ran and hid under the blanket.
He's a guide.
Anything you can tell us about him?
He's there to make sure everything stays in control. Nothing really fully steps out of line, but always there.
You said he's always there.
Yes,
She wants to know if her ancestors are with her. She said, I speak to them often and try to ask about different culture offerings.
yes.
Anything her ancestors want her to know.
Slow down. Relax. There's time.
Where has she lived in some of her past lives, and what was her favorite place? And is there some place she tends to pick more frequently than others?
I have to say Spain. The culture, the vibe, that general area.
What are some other places she's lived?
Ireland, Scotland, Northumbria. Not that anymore.
You said Northumbria.
Yes,
Okay.
but it's not called that anymore.
Right. Where else?
Turkey as a general area to tend to go to.
Any off-planet lives? Off-Earth lives?
No.
No. She likes Earth.
Yes.
Why does she like Earth so much?
You get the full experience.
Were there any other lifetimes where she's also had ADHD? And if yes, what was that like?
Yes, and the same as now.
Why
Not
does
much
she have
different.
not much different? Okay. So why does she have ADHD in this lifetime? And what is she meant to learn by having it?
To learn how to calm thoughts. Thoughts are going all over. Find peace in self. To ignore the bad thoughts. Overcome them. Learn thoughts are just thoughts. And you are who you are. Slow down. The brain seems to be more fun when it has it.
I'm sorry?
Life in the brain seems to be more fun with it than without it.
Why does she think it's more fun with it?
You don't think like everybody else. You kind of go outside the normal standards of thinking. It confuses people, but it's a better way of thinking.
How does she think it's better?
I mean, you
I'm sorry?
think about everything. You think about the steps. You think from A to B. You find easier ways. Versus somebody who does it and they just go and do every step that they were told and not really figure out other ways on how to get a little farther around the obstacle. How to get creative and think about it and what outcome could happen and decide which one you think will be better.
Can we connect to the body now and ask the body, what is the root cause of her bladder pain? She said she was diagnosed with interstitial cystitis when she was 22.
I feel like I have a block. I got nothing.
And if you tune into that block, who or what is causing the block? Can you tell?
My brain.
So talking to the brain again, what's going on when we ask about the bladder? What does the brain say?
Mild pain every so often. That's not the answer I want.
So to the brain, is it no big deal?
Yeah.
Can we ask the brain if it would humor us just a moment and allow us to hear directly from the bladder and see what the bladder says?
Tolerance is what came to mind.
Who said tolerance, the bladder or the brain?
When I focused on the bladder, I heard tolerance. It can only tolerate so much.
Can we ask the bladder what it means by that and what it's tolerating?
Acidic is what I keep hearing.
Acidic food? Or
Yeah,
something?
injury.
It doesn't want acidic food?
Just in very small portions.
Anything else the bladder wants to tell her about?
Portion control, if anything.
Portion control with anything?
Yes.
So smaller portions? If we ask the bladder if it would like any support or healing now from the higher self, what does the bladder say?
Yes.
And what specifically would the bladder like?
No pain.
What kind of healing would the bladder need or want in order to no longer experience pain? Does it know?
No.
So asking the higher self now, what can you do to assist the bladder with healing and support in order to alleviate the pain that it feels? What does the higher self say?
My brain's blocking it again. I feel like my brain does not want me to do anything.
So asking the brain, why are you blocking healing that the bladder wants? What does it say?
I heard stubborn.
What? I heard stubborn?
Stubborn. Yes.
The brain is stubborn?
Yes.
Does the brain not care that the bladder wants healing?
No.
No. How come the brain doesn't care what the bladder wants?
I'm not sure.
Ask the brain, are you interested in teamwork with the rest of the body or not?
Yes and no.
And what is the no?
Stubbornness.
Ask the brain, what do you get out of being stubborn? What's the benefit to you?
Control.
And how does control benefit you?
It doesn't.
Then why does it do it?
I'm not hearing anything now. I don't know.
Ask the brain this. Would it be open to having the higher self teach it what it means from creator's perspective for the brain and the body to work together as a team so they can both live to their highest potential? What does the brain say?
It depends.
Ask the brain. Depends on what? Interesting. Okay. I see you, brain. You've been working really hard to keep things under
I don't
control, and
know.
we're
I'm
not
not
going to
getting
push
anything.
you. You don't
It's
have
a
to
little
explain
frustrating.
yourself. Amanda, you just breathe, take a breath. You don't need to let anything new in. We don't need to allow any healing right now. We're just acknowledging that the brain is there. If it feels okay, I'd like you to stay right where you are, not in charge, not blocking, but just observing. And you don't have to participate. And as we let the brain step back just a little, what does the rest of the body notice now?
Calmness.
Did you say wholeness?
That and calmness. Like calm, whole.
Okay, so let that wholeness and calmness be there. We don't need to do anything with it. Just notice what it feels like to feel whole. And does your body want to stay there a little longer, or does it feel ready to come back?
It feels ready.
Okay, so letting that wholeness and calmness stay with you, begin bringing your awareness back into your body. And before we go any further, check in with your body. Does it feel okay to ask some more gentle questions from this calm place, or would it rather just stay settled?
It feels ready.
Okay. So, what, if anything, feels different in your body now compared to earlier?
I felt like my brain was fighting against all parts of my body and kind of rejecting.
Is there one simple thing this calm wants you to know now, even if it's very ordinary?
Just the feeling that I'm here and present.
I'm sorry?
That I'm here and that
Uh,
I'm in the present.
Okay. For just a moment, let's just notice what it's like to be here in the present. We don't need to hold on to anything or do anything with it. And just let your body remember this feeling. And when you're ready, let's see if we can go back getting some more of these questions answered now that we're from this more grounded or back in the body place. Amanda wants to know why she's unable to see or imagine anything when she closes her eyes. She said she's unable to visualize and wants to know what's going on or if there's any way this can be quote unquote fixed or give her the ability to be able to visualize.
She shut it off as a child, but the two parts of the brains are linked, just haven't figured out how to link it back.
And why did she shut it off as a child?
Fear, always getting yelled at when trying to focus, always imagining, getting lost in imagination.
Was it like a protective mechanism as a child?
Yes,
Does she need that protective mechanism as an adult?
no.
So, what would make her mind understand or feel safe enough to allow images to return and no longer have that shut off?
To realize the dream images and the awake images are the same part of the brain. Once that's figured out and realized, they should link together.
They should link back together.
Yes,
Is her body and or mind ready to accept this fact now, or does it want to process it at a later time or day?
she wants to, but the brain doesn't, so it's a later time or day.
And what, if anything, could she do to assist the brain to feel safe enough to allow this to happen post session?
Talking and telling it we are safe, we can allow this. We're able to see. We just have to let it.
Any other advice or direction she should know in respect to this topic?
We just need the brain to accept it. It's the hard stop.
It's a hard stop for the brain.
Yes, it's stopping it.
So just communication with the brain, right?
Yes,
She wants to know what were her roles in other lifetimes, if she had any, with her current children, husband, and mom. Has she had any?
yes. Mom has been mom for a few lifetimes. Daughter was a sister. A son was a friend.
What about husband?
Yes, or like a caretaker role for
She
her.
was a caretaker or he was a caretaker?
He was.
If her soul could snap its fingers, metaphorically speaking, of course, right now, and have Amanda be doing anything it wanted at this time to be on her higher path, what things would she be doing differently? Anything?
Be happy. Accept all those around her for who they are. Just be happy. Spend time with family.
I'm sorry, what about family?
And spend time with family. It will bring happiness.
Anything else her soul would have her be doing?
Not my brain's getting in the way.
Oh,
I can't hear anything.
okay, that's fine.
Shoo, shoo.
Let's just take a few calming breaths and get back into the body now. Okay. And if we were to ask the body what three things it most wants or needs from her now, what would the body say? What else?
Oh, it's a big one that just popped in.
Uh,
I never drink enough water. I know I should. My body is yelling at me. That's all I
okay.
hear at the moment.
Movement?
Yeah. I sit at a desk all day.
What kind of movement would the body like?
Get up and walking. Get out the house. Walk.
Walking. And what's the third thing the body most wants or needs from her now?
To calm the nervous system.
Calm the nervous system?
Yes.
And how would the body recommend doing that?
Trying to think of I can hear it, but like de-socialize, like I can't think of the word I just heard. Detach, I guess. Some things that just send me into flight and fight mode, like with my nervous system.
Detach from
Detach
things
from
that
it.
cause the body to be in fight or flight mode?
Yes.
And how does she do that? How does she detach? Maybe the higher self knows an answer to that one.
I just hear just stop worrying so much about it. Don't stress out over the little things.
Is it like the saying, don't sweat the small stuff and it's all small stuff?
Yeah.
So is it a mindset shift?
Yes.
What can she do to step away from the mind to reset her nervous system?
To allow things to be as they are. It shouldn't affect you.
How does she be in allowance?
Acceptance. To accept it.
Just make the choice and remind herself, maybe by saying, accept, accept, accept.
Yes.
So we asked the body what it wanted. Now, just generally overall, what would the higher self say are the top three things she could do right now that would have the greatest, most beneficial impact in her life, just overall? And maybe they overlap, maybe they don't.
Stop trying to fit in. That's the big one I just heard. That's all I heard.
What does she do to try to fit in?
The mask.
She wears a mask.
Sort of. Like a mask to fit in, mimic appearances who don't always quite fit in, always called weird.
Wait, I'm sorry. Say it again. A mask to fit in. What did you say?
Kind of like a mask. It's like ADHD. You mask a lot to fit in, to be accepted.
Can you give her an example of when she wears a mask?
Oh, all the time. Around family, depending on the family or the friends, just to kind of be accepted, to meet the same kind of energy. And then takes a toll. I'm tired after.
What can she do to be more authentic?
Stop trying to fit in and let people accept. And if they don't, they just don't.
What is it in her that feels the need to be accepted by others?
Always rejected personality wise, called weird, never quite fit in. And then when you mask and you try to mimic what other people do and their mannerisms, they tend to accept you more.
They tend to accept her when she mimics them.
Yes.
And what is it in her that feels the need to be accepted by others? Why does she want that? Well, why does she want that more than being authentic?
Everybody seems more happy.
I'm sorry, what seems more happy?
Everybody seems to be more happy when she meets their energy level as opposed to being quiet and sitting. Everybody thinks you don't want to socialize or you're just in a bad mood. So you're just watching and taking it all in.
So let me see if I got this. You said everybody thinks you don't want to socialize or you're in a bad mood if you're just quiet and sitting.
Yes, because everybody's socializing and laughing and just don't know what to say
Mm.
sometimes in conversations.
Are you saying it's okay for her to just sit there and be quiet
Yes,
and not worry about how others perceive her?
yes,
Would that be a good exercise for her to practice sometime?
yes,
Experiment like a scientist, right? See how the
yes,
experiment, see what the results are.
yes. Usually not accepting, but that's okay.
I'm sorry.
Good people usually not accepting, but that's okay.
So what if people don't accept? Then what? How does that make her feel?
Sad and rejected.
What would it take for her to be her authentic self and not care what others think and not feel sad or rejected or any way at all by what anyone else thinks? What would that take
Accepting who you are, just accepting.
without the need for any outside validation or no?
Correct.
Are there any other messages at all you want to share with her now before we end this session? Anything her body wants to say, the higher self, her
Be happy.
guides, her ancestors. Okay, I'm sorry, be happy.
Yes, just to be happy. Remember to be happy.
Anything else you want to say?
Know you are loved and accepted. Now I feel like my brain's blocking, trying to shut off right now.
Got it. Okay, perfect timing then. Let's do this. Let's just stay calm and peaceful for now. And now I'm asking all the other aspects we were speaking with to recede now to the time, place, and space where they belong with much love and much thanks for the help and information they've given us, both of those other lives, those characters, the entire spirit team of light, all these other aspects. You said you felt the
It's
pressure in the
okay.
beginning before we got started, and then you felt it at the end, but you didn't feel it in the middle. And
Yeah.
ChatGPT told me that that was your third eye, but not to tell you, just to let you feel it and know it. But it makes sense, right?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, because like
funny.
it's not like a headache. I know what that feels like. It's just I don't know.
Yeah, like an activation, like an opening, and
Yeah.
maybe like we'll turn this down a little bit because you can have your third eye, any of your chakras, like you can just do it yourself. Just feel or sense or know that you're just kind of like, hey, does my root chakra need to be really open or kind of half open, half closed right now? What about my third eye? Because our third eye, when we just go about our regular day and we're not engaging in spiritual work or trying to connect with spirit or whatever, it doesn't need to be wide open. So it's almost like your body was like regulating it, like, oh, there's pressure because we're trying to open this up to do this session. And now we're kind of cranking it back a little bit. Isn't that funny?
Yeah. And that you didn't tell me that, so that is funny.
Yeah. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, but
My
you
son
can
tends to
manually
joke
adjust
about
any
that.
of your chakras. I'm sorry, go ahead.
My son tends to joke about that sometimes when he's telling a story. He's like, she has like her third eye open or something. He's like, because there's times where I felt like something was wrong, and then he would call me. He's like, Mom, I fell on the handlebars, went right into my stomach. This is like a couple of years ago. He has his own car now. And I like jumped off the phone, got in the car. I'm like, because I kept saying to my husband, like, something's wrong with Tony. There's something wrong with him. I don't know what it is. So my husband gets nervous when I say, like, I have a bad feeling. He's like, oh gosh, I know I'm going to find out tomorrow. Something happened to somebody.
Oh no, right. Right. Yeah, I remember you telling me that on the phone when we did our consultation call. What'd you think about those other lives that you saw?
One was really sad. Yeah, like, I don't know. That is just really, really sad. I don't want to experience that.
The orphanage one, right?
Yeah. I just looked at my aura and it says, like, the aura ring?
Okay.
Have, I saw it and it says it says engaged, but it also thinks I took a nap at the same time for that whole time. My brain was engaged, it says, but yeah, I was like, okay, it checks out.
That's interesting. Neat. But that other life, wow. I mean, you just got whacked.
Yeah. Yeah, literally, pretty much. Like, I don't know, when I was watching like, incensing of the whole thing of planning, I was like, please don't tell me it's this one. They said like rough childhood. I was a little nervous, but no.
Wow. That was so interesting. And asking your higher self different questions about death doors. I don't know if you knew that information about death doors. I did, but I kind of followed it a little bit so you could learn about death doors and how our soul plans different death doors. And I've heard this stuff before, and Dolores Cannon has talked about this and learned about it in sessions that she did. Did you know anything about that we plan usually multiple death doors before we come here or no?
Not really, no.
Yeah, it's interesting. Your higher self was literally, I mean, that information about death doors was right in line with everything Dolores has learned and what I've learned. We normally plan, it seems like normally 3 to 5 death doors that we can take, and our soul decides at any point, like, yeah, it's not really going how I want it. I think I'll dip out here. But it was interesting how your soul was like, yeah. In the next life, I'd like to die in a car crash. Why? Because I've never experienced it before. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
The soul's like, just a different experience. It'd be quick.
I was like, that's not something I would normally say it ever.
So if you take the opposite, you can imagine someone saying, yeah, I think in that next life I'll die of cancer. Why would you want to do that? Because I've never done it before.
Yeah.
Or I want to experience what it's like to die a slow death and be taken care of and have everyone around me know that I'm dying and me know that I'm dying. And what would I think in those instances? And what would I feel? And how would I act? And would I eventually be in acceptance about it? Or would I resist it the whole time? Would I be sad? Could I find comfort in it? Like, I mean, if you think about it from a soul standpoint,
Yeah. I actually told my son who's 20 now. He's the oldest out of all of them. I was like, he's EMT. And I was like, so if I ever get to where I'm like out of it and I'm dying slowly, can you just like have the doctor give me volume or something so I can just kind of go a little happier?
yeah, just let me be out of my body while my body's still alive.
Yeah. So I don't really know what's going on.
Right, right. Interesting. Yeah. So what kind of stands out in your mind the most from the session?
I have an obsession with trees and like I love trees and like my husband like will tell me, he's like, why don't you go take a walk and to calm your mind? And I'm like, no, I want to sit outside in a chair and stare at trees. He's like, okay, bring the girls with you. I was like, no, I want to be by myself. I don't want to talk to anybody. I want to just sit there for hours if somebody will let me.
Yeah. Well, you're told to get more movement. So your husband's got a point.
Yeah.
But maybe
They
hiking.
literally sit
Maybe
on a
hiking's
desk.
where it's at, where you're surrounded by trees, right?
Yes. Just walking around the street here, there's no sidewalks on my side of the street. I'm like, it's a busy street. I'm like, that doesn't seem ideal.
Yeah. Are you close to anywhere you could go, like a field or trees or anything like that, like semi-close where you could go for walks or no?
Not really, but I did buy a house with a lot of trees that I can just sit in the backyard and stare up at them. You can just stare at it and like lose track of time. Growing up, I always wanted a house and I always wanted trees. Like, I don't know, I just wanted trees when I was little. My yard was like a parking lot when I was little, so I didn't get any trees.
Highlighted. Any unfinished business from other lives she wants to master or wrap up in this lifetime was family. She wants to be the one that people come to when they need something, the house that everybody wants to go to, and that you're not doing so good on that.
No, definitely not.
Yeah.
um,
And it sounds like it kind of flows into the last part that we were talking about was about stop trying to fit in. You wear a mask to be accepted and that you're not your authentic self. And if you want to just go and be quiet, you're too worried about how other people will perceive you. But it's okay. if they don't. And it's almost like, I'll just use Tracy words. It's almost like you need to get over yourself. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
get over yourself and stop worrying about what anyone else thinks. Like who cares?
Yeah. Because I've always been like, and like sometimes there's like my husband or somebody else are like, "What's wrong?" I'm like, "Nothing." They're like, "You look mad." I'm like, "It's my face." My face is resting with no emotion. So I'm like, okay. So around people, I'm like, I gotta smile. I gotta. I'm like, you're really happy right now. I'm gonna be really happy to kind of like fitting. Like when I'm not matching your level, you people get mad that I'm like bringing it down. I'm like, no, my energy level is just down here compared to everybody else. So everybody just thinks I'm mad or upset or I just don't talk. Or then if I say too much, I'm like, oh man, why did I say that? I didn't mean to say that. I was supposed to stay in my head. Because my husband gets nervous sometimes when we're around like his family, because sometimes like I don't think what I'm saying and I just say it because I'm thinking it. And then they just stare at me and I'm like, oh, can we just pretend like I did not just say that?
I just make a joke of it like that. I go, "Oh, I'm sorry. Did I just say that all loud?" And it kind of breaks the ice a little bit. People are like, "Yeah, you did." Like, should have kept that one in. So anyway, that's something your soul wants you to work on. But yeah, that was interesting how your brain just decided, yeah, I'm in control here and you're not.
Yes, I just kept like, you're opening, you're communicating, then nope, nope, for stopping. So frustrating. I'm like, shoo, 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 in my head, like, go.
Well, so we couldn't see, like I know your questions you wanted to like see or kind of relive or re-experience some of these other lives, but your brain was like, nah, not okay with that, not going there, might not be safe, you know. And then so then I asked, I said, not to give you ideas, brain, but is it because she might get distracted, just thinking about all these other lives? And your brain said yes. And the reason I asked that question is because that's what both Dolores Cannon and I have both found is that we've heard many times that the reason we go through that veil of forgetfulness to begin with is because otherwise we would just be way too distracted if we remembered
Yeah,
all these other lives. And our souls really do just want us to focus on this life because it's enough, right? Just focusing on what we want to accomplish in this life and really being present for this life. Like that's the whole point. Because if you were meant to be remembering all these other lives and all this other stuff that happened, you'd have that ability. But that's not what you're meant to do. You're really meant, and your soul wants you to just really be all in this life, really be in the
yeah,
emotion, really be in the experience, because that's where you're going to get the most from it?
yeah. It was frustrating.
Yeah, I know, because it's not what you want. But we just trust, right? We just trust. So, water, movement, and walking, getting out of the house and walking to calm the nervous system.
I hurt my foot at the beginning of the year, and then I was in a walking boot. And then as soon as it was like starting to heal, I fell again and then hurt the other foot the same way. And I was like, come on, this did not work out. But
Wow.
yeah, yeah,
Dang. I wish I would. I think you may have told me that when we were in the consult, but I didn't remember. I wish I would have known during the session because I would have asked your higher self. What was up with that? Like, because there's no such thing as an accident. Like, why? What was the meaning or the message behind it?
I have no idea. I just know the second time around, my 3-year-old flooded the toilet and I was trying to get to her because she's screaming. And then I didn't realize the water came out more than it did. And then I fell on it. And that's how I hit the other foot. And I was like, come on.
Oh,
I just got out of the boot.
oh no. Yeah, and you just wonder, like, what was the soul's purpose in that? Hmm, interesting. Sometimes it's to slow you down or get you to pause a little bit. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what was going on at the time. But are you glad you did it?
Yes.
Yeah. You got a lot
Yes.
of
And I
really,
have to think too, like, what was going on in my life? I'm going to think about that for a bit.
yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm glad I did it. I just wish my brain just did not block.
Right. I'm going to ask chat to give you some journal prompts about the two times she injured her feet. And then you can journal about it, right? And or just even if you don't journal in writing, just to kind of sit with it, because I'm going to give you a spiritual toolkit and it's going to have a summary of what just happened. It's going to have all the homework that you got, like movements and drinking more water. Like that's homework, right? So you're going to get all the homework kind of bullet pointed out. So you have it all in one place. You can just quick reference it. You're going to get affirmations that are relevant to your session, stuff that came up, and you're going to get journal prompts. So you can look at some things that would help you go deeper on things that came up. Like there was one thing that you weren't ready to do. I'm trying to remember what it was. Do you remember? Like you weren't ready to do, but
No,
then your body, what would it take for your body to be ready? Let me type, see if I type the word ready. Does anything come up? Oh, visualizing. Your body and mind were not ready to open that door yet. So I said, what can she do to be ready? She wants to, but the brain isn't. Telling it that we are safe. We can allow this. We're able to see. We just have to let it. So that's part of your homework, right? To just remind it. Self-talk is a great way. So I say affirmations, but affirmations, self-talk, same thing. Positively talking to yourself in this way by just reassuring your brain. It's reprogramming, right?
yeah.
It's just reprogramming because you shut it off when you were little. And so it's just reprogramming it to know that it's safe now.
Are a lot of people's brains just as stubborn as mine is
They can be.
during sessions?
They can be. I don't get as many in my sessions that are really stubborn like that. No, because I weed a lot of them out in the intake. Because if they just say, like, I can't relax, I can't. If I hear a lot of I can'ts, it's probably not a good fit. But you and I we did talking about the fact that you said, I can't visualize. And I was like, I kept feeling like intuitively, like, no, this is going to work. It'll work. It's going to work. And it did. So you were definitely one of the first. Before, I used to say no. If you couldn't visualize, it was a hard down. But I didn't feel like that. As I remember exactly where I was on my walk with my huskies when I was talking to you. I was literally in front of the fire station, walking by the fire station when I clearly heard my spirit team go, "No, we got this. We're going to be able to do this," because she can know things and she can feel things. And I had actually a couple that were more feely, but once because they were like, "Oh, I can't visualize." But once we got into it, I started it with the whole feeling thing, but once those both of those people got into it, they started visualizing fine. And I was like, "Wait a minute, they told me they couldn't visualize, but they're visualizing fine." But we started it with the feeling, so I felt more comfortable with the feeling part. So that when you came along and you said the same thing, I was like, no, I got this. I've already had practice doing feelers already. I'm totally fine. But you were way more extreme than they were. They fell right into visualizing shortly after we started with feeling, but you didn't. So I was like,
Yeah.
oh, this is good. So I used chat a couple times during your session, but not much.
I know I love Chat GPT. When I saw your one video about the two people who can't visualize, I'm like, am I a good candidate? And they're like, Chat GPT said, yes, you can feel, you have sensations. And I was like, okay, then I'm going to reach out.
But you're
Yes.
glad you did it. You made a decision as a child because something scared you. So in your case, it was you were always getting yelled at and getting lost in your imagination. You just shut it off.
Yeah. Oh, my dad used to always tell me, he's like, you're always just staring out the window instead of doing something. I'm like, I know, I'm sorry.
Interesting. So you did it as a way to try to fit in, as a way to try to appease, maybe be obedient, do what you thought you were supposed to do, right?
From what he says, I was always off in like La La Land, just like doing my own thing, as like hanging out by myself, doing my own thing.
Yeah, you didn't come here to be like everyone else. And that's good, right? You came here to be you. I'm going to send you a super quick email right now about how to kind of take care of yourself post session. So watch for that, read that fairly soon, and then you'll get that link not too long from now because I'm going to work on it here shortly. Okay. It was wonderful working with you. I truly, truly enjoyed it and enjoyed you, enjoyed this opportunity, and I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. I hope you have a good day.
Bye.
Okay. Bye.